Don't miss it. Jungkook's big agenda is expected to be revealed soon. This leak makes Lisa MERING face screaming in fear. A new wave of speculation surrounding Jungkook has once again sent fans into a frenzy. What initially appeared to be nothing more than another mysterious clue has quickly developed into a much bigger conversation, with fans wondering whether the BTS star is preparing to reveal an important project or announcement in the near future. At the center of the discussion is an alleged leak that has circulated among online communities, and surprisingly, Lisa has also been pulled into the speculation. However, despite the growing excitement, there is still no confirmed evidence that the two situations are officially connected. The story began gaining attention after fans noticed what they believed could be signs of an upcoming agenda involving Jungkook. Rather than one clear announcement, the clues being discussed online appear to be scattered across different conversations, posts, and interpretations. That uncertainty has become one of the biggest reasons the rumor continues to attract attention. When there is no complete explanation, fans naturally begin connecting the pieces themselves, searching for hidden meanings behind even the smallest details. Jungkook has previously demonstrated how quickly anticipation can build around his activities. Even a vague hint about music, performances, appearances, or future projects can become a major topic among fans. Because of that history, the possibility of a significant upcoming agenda has immediately generated intense curiosity. Many fans are now asking the same question. What exactly could Jungkook be preparing? The alleged leak has made the situation even more dramatic. According to discussions circulating online, some fans believe information about Jungkook's supposed plans may have appeared before an official announcement. Yet, it is important to separate speculation from verified information. At this point, an alleged leak should not automatically be treated as confirmation. Online posts can be incomplete, misunderstood, edited, or even deliberately fabricated. Without an official statement from Jungkook, his agency, or another reliable source, the real meaning behind the claims remains uncertain. Nevertheless, the rumor has continued to grow because of the way fans are interpreting the timing. Some believe that certain recent developments could indicate that something is being prepared behind the scenes. Others argue that the clues are simply coincidences being connected after the fact. This difference in interpretation has created two competing narratives, with one side convinced that a major announcement is approaching, and the other urging everyone to wait for credible confirmation. Then Lisa's name suddenly entered the conversation, making the situation considerably more intriguing. Fans began discussing whether Lisa's activities or recent public moments could somehow relate to the speculation surrounding Jungkook. The connection, however, remains unverified. There has been no confirmed statement establishing that Lisa is involved in Jungkook's alleged upcoming agenda. Nevertheless, the possibility has become a popular subject of discussion because both artists have enormous international fanbases and regularly attract attention whenever their names appear together in online conversations. The phrase Lisa MERING has therefore become part of the dramatic online narrative, but its meaning should be understood carefully. Rather than evidence that Lisa herself has reacted to a secret announcement, it may simply reflect the excitement and emotional reactions of fans who believe something unexpected could be happening. In the fast-moving world of social media, a speculative interpretation can quickly become a headline of its own. This is where the story becomes particularly fascinating. The less information that is officially available, the more room there is for speculation. Fans begin examining old clips, photographs, interviews, social media activity, schedules, and public appearances, looking for anything that might provide an answer. A seemingly ordinary moment can suddenly be presented as a clue. A casual comment can become the subject of thousands of theories. And when two globally recognized artists are mentioned in the same conversation, the speculation can spread even faster. Some fans believe Jungkook's alleged agenda could involve music. Others speculate about a performance, collaboration, appearance, or completely different professional project. At present, none of these theories should be considered confirmed. The lack of concrete information is precisely what keeps the mystery alive. There is also another possibility that deserves attention. The supposed big agenda may turn out to be much more ordinary than the internet currently imagines. Entertainment rumors often grow dramatically before the original information is fully understood. A simple schedule change, upcoming release, promotional activity, or previously planned appearance can sometimes be transformed into a much larger theory once it begins circulating through social media. That does not mean fans should ignore the story. On the contrary, the level of interest demonstrates just how powerful Jungkook's influence remains. His fans are highly attentive to his career, and even small indications of a new project can generate enormous anticipation. The same is true of Lisa, whose global popularity means that almost any unexpected association involving her can immediately become a major discussion point. What makes this particular situation different is the timing and uncertainty. Fans are not reacting to a straightforward announcement. They are reacting to fragments of information and trying to determine whether those fragments form a larger picture. Until an official source provides clarity, the story remains a developing speculation rather than an established fact. For now, the biggest question remains unanswered. Is Jungkook genuinely preparing something major, or has the internet simply turned a few unrelated clues into a dramatic theory? That question may only be answered when the artist or his official representatives finally reveal what is actually happening. If an announcement is indeed approaching, the current speculation could suddenly make sense. Details that seem insignificant today could potentially become much clearer once the complete picture is revealed. But if the rumor proves inaccurate, the situation will serve as another reminder of how quickly online speculation can become accepted as reality. For fans, perhaps the most exciting part is simply waiting. Every new update can potentially change the story. A single official post, teaser, schedule announcement, or confirmed appearance could immediately settle the questions that are currently dominating online discussions. Until then, the alleged leak should be viewed with caution. There is nothing wrong with being curious, discussing theories, or anticipating Jungkook's next move, but speculation should remain clearly separated from verified information. The involvement of Lisa should also not be interpreted as proof of a collaboration, relationship, or secret connection unless credible evidence emerges. One thing, however, is already clear. The mystery has captured attention. Jungkook's name is once again at the center of intense fan discussion, and Lisa's unexpected appearance within the conversation has added another layer of intrigue. Whether this ultimately leads to a major revelation or simply turns out to be another viral fan theory, the anticipation is unlikely to disappear anytime soon. Now, fans are watching closely, waiting for the moment when speculation ends and reality finally takes its place. If Jungkook really does have a major agenda waiting behind the scenes, the official reveal could be the moment that explains everything. Until that moment arrives, however, the biggest clue may simply be the silence itself. And sometimes, in the entertainment world, silence is exactly what makes the next announcement feel even bigger. The speculation did not stop after the first wave of discussions. Instead, it seemed to become even stronger as fans began looking more carefully at every new development. What started as an alleged leak had transformed into a much larger conversation, with people asking whether there was a hidden story behind the timing of Jungkook's next move. Across social media, different interpretations continued to appear. Some fans were convinced that the clues pointed toward an important announcement, while others urged the community not to jump to conclusions. The disagreement itself became part of the story, because every new theory generated another theory, and every unanswered question created even more curiosity. Jungkook's ability to attract enormous attention without saying very much has always been remarkable. A single photograph, a short appearance, or an unexplained change in his schedule can become the subject of intense discussion. This time, however, the alleged leak has given fans something different. The possibility that information may have surfaced before the public was supposed to know about it. That possibility is what makes the rumor so compelling. If the information is genuine, fans wonder how much of Jungkook's future plans may already have been revealed. Could it be connected to music? Could it involve a major performance? Could there be an international project that has been quietly prepared? Or could the supposed leak be completely unrelated to what fans currently believe? There are still no definitive answers. Meanwhile, Lisa's name continues to appear in discussions, adding another unexpected dimension to the story. Fans have been examining whether any public moments involving Lisa could potentially provide context. Yet once again, there is an important distinction between observation and confirmation. A coincidence does not automatically become evidence, and an online theory does not become a fact simply because thousands of people repeat it. This distinction is particularly important when discussing major celebrities. Jungkook and Lisa both have enormous global audiences, meaning that ordinary professional activities can receive extraordinary levels of scrutiny. Their names can trend because of something as simple as a photograph, a comment, or a fan-created theory. Still, the public fascination is understandable. When two highly influential artists are mentioned around the same mysterious story, fans naturally want to know whether there is something more behind it. That curiosity becomes even stronger when the original information is incomplete. People begin searching for connections, comparing dates, reviewing old content, and discussing possibilities that may never have been considered before. But perhaps the biggest question is not whether the theories are exciting. It is whether there is enough reliable information to support them. At the moment, caution remains necessary. An alleged insider leak can sound convincing while still being inaccurate. Screenshots can be taken out of context. Anonymous accounts can claim access to private information without providing any verifiable evidence. Rumors can also evolve as they are reposted, with each new version becoming more dramatic than the original. That appears to be one of the central challenges surrounding the current Jungkook discussion. The original claim may have been relatively vague, but after being repeated across different platforms, it has developed into a narrative about a big agenda and a possible connection involving Lisa. The emotional language surrounding the story has also increased, making the situation appear more certain than the available evidence actually demonstrates. This is why the eventual official announcement, if one comes, could be so significant. If Jungkook eventually reveals a new project, fans may look back at the current speculation and compare it with what was actually announced. Some theories might unexpectedly prove close to reality, while others may turn out to have been completely unrelated. That uncertainty is exactly what keeps audiences watching. Every day without clarification becomes another day in which speculation can grow. Every new public appearance creates another opportunity for interpretation. And every official update has the potential to change the entire conversation within minutes. For Lisa, the situation is equally interesting from the perspective of public attention. Her name being pulled into the discussion demonstrates how quickly narratives surrounding major K-pop stars can overlap. However, it would be unfair to assume that she has personally reacted to the rumor or that she is involved simply because fans are discussing her. Until Lisa or an official representative makes a relevant statement, claims about her reaction should remain speculation. The same principle applies to Jungkook. Fans can anticipate his next project without treating rumors as confirmed information. In fact, waiting for official information may make the eventual reveal even more meaningful. Rather than relying on increasingly exaggerated theories, fans can experience the announcement as it was actually intended. And perhaps that is what makes the current moment so fascinating. There is a gap between what people think they know and what has actually been confirmed. That gap has become the center of the entire story. Somewhere between those two realities lies the truth. But until reliable information emerges, nobody outside the people directly involved can say with certainty what Jungkook is preparing. For now, the online conversation continues. Some fans are convinced that something major is coming. Others remain skeptical. Some are watching Lisa's activities for possible clues, while others believe the two artists should not be connected without evidence. And somewhere in the middle are millions of people simply waiting to see what happens next. If an official announcement arrives soon, the current mystery could disappear almost instantly. One post could explain the schedule. One teaser could reveal the project. One photograph could provide the missing context. One announcement could transform weeks of speculation into a clear story. Until then, the silence remains. And